Hello everyone, this video is just gonna be a lucky talk, let's say like that, similar to Chico talks I guess. I want to talk a little bit about how I feel about the game, what I think of the future of the game, and what I think I want to do for the future of, well, myself and this channel. Probably many of you don't know, but I'm very thankful that Throne allowed me to grow a little bit and to get monetized and have a bit of fun with, YouTube. I'm a guy that enjoyed doing off-meta stuff, so when I picked Dark Blight, it was very off-meta on tier 1, it just ended up, getting very popular, and did get very strong and buffed on tier 2, so that just happened. But I picked it because, I like having fun with things that other people don't explore. I like exploring new things. I started doing this because I played a lot of League. I have been playing League for over 10 years, and I play very off-meta stuff all the time. I climbed to Master 600 LP playing Kenny support mostly and Nidalee support. So I had a bunch of fun doing very niche things, but every time I did content related to those, it never really worked out. So it was really fun to try niche things or new things on Throne and get, some cool results from it. It was very, very fun. But there's also other things that have been bothering me about Throne recently. I would say the patch is interesting. It's changing a lot of things. Tanks are less tanks. Everyone is exploding a lot faster. Evasion is being a lot less effective because there's a lot of hit. So it's been a bloodbath, to be honest. It's been very fun, but very different. And I just don't like that they dropped this in the middle of the tournament. I think it's a bit silly. Oh, sorry, also this background footage is just a Nebula video that was gonna make a montage, but I didn't really love the clip, so I'm just gonna leave it as background, content for the talks. But yeah, as I was saying, AGS has been going in a really weird direction with Throne, and that's why I wanted to talk about it. I was really excited for Throne because I had not played a modern MMO in a while, so when I picked it up, it was very fun. And to be honest, after learning about the Korean version and the changes that have been made into the global version, in case you don't know, the Korean version was a lot worse, a lot more grindy. Yeah, can you believe that? So they did a bunch of changes for the global Throne version that made the game a lot more fun and a lot more bearable. But I think this last year too has been really frustrating. For example, Nebula pieces, Nebula drops. I have been doing high-end guild content. I have been doing all all my shops limiting, buying everything that I can. I was probably one of the first players to get 200 on my region. Hell, even in the game, probably one of the first few. You can see that I have grinded a lot of things. For example, I ended up buying my own Delos Noah daggers. I ended up buying my own Tevent wand. I never got those by DKP or just guild drops. So I did grind a lot in the game. I have over 3,000 hours in the game right now. Of course, a lot of that is just AFK and just editing videos and doing other things and working. Believe you or not, I do work. uh, but what I'm trying to say is that while the game has been fun, a lot of things are really frustrating. Like I just said, the Nebula thing. There's a few builds that I have been wanting to try, and I even want to recommend a few builds, but I cannot recommend anything that is non-viable, and it's really rough because to make things non-viable, I mean non-accessible, because it's very expensive to make builds in this game, very expensive to test, it's very expensive to theorize on this game. That's why many of you probably watch me even, because I test stuff or try to test stuff and bring the results and share, right? So you can copy without wasting a lot of time, money, and effort in building something that's not gonna work, or at least not have a direction of what to do, right? And to be honest, not very I'm not having a lot of fun experiencing stuff in this game anymore because everything is so expensive. Any test that I want to do, I need to swap so many things, and there's so many different scenarios for Dark Blight right now to play against, and it's basically you're never gonna have a ground against all types of enemy healers and tanks and endurance and evasion. Right now, it's very, you need to have a build specifically for one thing. For example, you need to have a build specifically for weaken resist, weaken chance, a build specifically for evasion and hit, a build specifically for heavy and heavy attack evasion. And all of those things are really annoying because you need to build a bunch of different builds for different scenarios and different enemies and different situations. And it's also so expensive, like it's crazy expensive, and there's really not much room for fun. I mentioned League because on League, while yeah, it takes a bit to experiment, but everything is always from the ground, right? You can just swap, you can just test a new build, buy different items, build skills in different orders, try different play styles. But here you really cannot experiment. Everything is very pricey, everything is costs money, and it's really frustrating. And that's why I wanted to talk about the direction the game has been taking, with the addition of the noble on the tier 3 dungeon. I thought, oh hey, they are actually at least giving gear accessibility to gears so players can make different builds. But no, they just removed that, so the thing went from like 1,000, 2,000 lucent to like 10, 20, 30k again. Yay, right? Like, what the hell? Sorry for the words, but honestly, it's so frustrating. And then there is like other small things that pile up, like the bugs. There's a bunch of wand bugs that have not been fixed. Vampiric shield bugs really often. Ray of Disaster shield does not do damage if the enemy is moving. Like, all of those things pile up, and that's just our class. Imagine the other classes. Then there's also what? Let's see. People scripted, not scripted, but bought it for their Black Anvil weapons, and they got only 3-day bans, and the weapons are still on their accounts. So I feel like I lost a lot of things because of that. I like, you don't exploit, you don't do bugs, you don't do anything, and then you get left behind. That's how it works. And to make it worse, instead of doing something, you know, productive for the player base, for your players, for the people that care about the game, they put an event that you cannot finish the event by even playing the game non-stop for 2 weeks. You actually need to spend lucent to buy solid so you can complete the event. You have a chance of getting a golden ARCHBOSS weapon and an ARCHBOSS weapon. Like, oh, everything is so frustrating. So that's why I want to make this video to talk about how I feel about Throne right now. I feel exhausted, I feel frustrated, and the fact that they just moved their staff, their devs to mobile is also like, oh man, I'm gonna keep playing. I have a lot of Lucent and I don't RMT, so I'm gonna be using this Lucent to test new gear, test probably new classes, new weapons as they are introduced, and to make content for you guys so you guys can see those classes displayed. I'm gonna keep playing Throne because I actually enjoy the PvP, I enjoy the guild interaction, I enjoy the game itself, but I don't enjoy the business, the people behind it. I don't enjoy NCSoft and Amazon, the direction that it's taking, the choices they are doing is really triggersome. So I do want to say this for any new players is, be careful with your spending, have fun with the game, do whatever you want, it's your money, but just keep in mind that the game is definitely going to a more greedy route. It has always gone towards that, but I thought they would be more game friendly. But of course, the last recent patches proved that it's just about money. We always knew about that, but I was just hoping for the best. So what I want to say with this video is that I'll probably be moving to new other games as well. I'll probably try experimenting new launches and games or old games and trying to review those because I actually love a bunch of different games. I like playing basically all type of games. So the direction of the channel is not gonna be only Throne from now on. That's what I wanted to say. If you have any game that you want to suggest, feel free to comment in the in the comments. I would love to explore new games or different games. And also another very important thing, I'm buying a new computer. It's not that much better from the computer that I have right now, but I think I'm gonna be able to record videos in higher quality, so that's really cool. I'm pretty excited for that. And that's mostly about it. I just wanted to rant about Tron for a little bit, and I hope I have not been, too annoying. I do want to say that I'm very thankful for everything that you guys did. All the views, all the subscribers. I appreciate it. It's very, it's very exciting to make things like that, knowing that some people are watching. And I'm very thankful. So I just want to say that thank you very much for watching. And so yeah.